Welcome to Norway! 9 norsk-amerikanere I gamlelandet for aller første gang. Målet å vinne et møte med sin norske slekt.
My heritage is important to me because I really believe it is part of who we are.
Underveis på den spektakulære reisen skal de konkurrere for å vise hvem som best klarer å tilpasse seg den norske hverdagen. Men hver uke må den som viser seg minst norsk pakke kofferten og reise hjem til Amerika.
I don't want to go home and I don't want anyone else to have to go home.
Tidligere har amerikanerne gått I fotsporene til norske verdensberømtheter.
It was surprising how kind of scary it was to see that Nazi.
Fått kjenne på kroppen hvor romantisk bondelivet på en gammel gård egentlig
It's like vomit and baby diapers and Indian food. Ugh.
Og feiret 17. mai I Oslo. Denne uka skal amerikanerne få stifte bekjentskap med det særnorske konseptet sakte-TV.
Slow TV, I'm having a hard time grasping the concept.
Og deltakerne må fremføre en klassiker I Alt for Norges egen Melodi Grand Prix-konkurranse.
This is so cool! That is swing rock and roll. That is swing to the music of control.
Norsk-amerikanerne fortsatt I Tigerstaden, og de har fått beskjed om å dra til Oslo sentralbanestasjon.
Literally like an airport.
Let's look up here. Let's look up on you guys on Alt for Norge! You guys, it's right there! Alt for Norge! 1203!
For one of the cities, it said Alt for Norge. What? What? Us? That's us! And I felt like really famous. I was like, wait, that's us! Where are we going?
1203. Oh, we're going to Bergen. Wait. Oh, we're going to
That's where my grandpa was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It made sense. We spent a week in Oslo. I'm like, what could make this any better? Going to the other famous city in Norway.
I had to pull out a map. I had no idea where Bergen even was.
Heldigvis trenger ikke deltakerne et kart for å finne frem til spor 3, og toget mot Bergen.
I hear so many stories about this Oslo to Bergen train ride. It's just going to be gorgeous, I think. It's going to be one of the best train rides ever.
I'm looking forward to relaxing on the train. I think that's going to be a nice way for me to get a few pictures, to take in the scenery, to maybe chat with the other my other teammates, that type of thing. It feels like it's going to be a very relaxing trip.
Hello! How are you enjoying the train ride?
Amazing.
I'm happy to see you here on the right train, headed to Bergen! And Bergen, or Bergen, as the locals say, is a vibrant and cultural city. And that is why it's perfect as a location for this week's topic. Contemporary Norwegian pop culture.
Ooh. Very cool.
My understanding of Norwegian pop culture is pretty limited. I'm unfortunately, like probably most Americans, that would say, well, they gave us Aha and Take On Me, and that's about the limit of it.
Norsk populærkultur med på å forme identiteten vår, og gir oss felles referanser som knytter oss sammen. Gjennom flere generasjoner har nordmenn latt seg underholde av Olsenbanden, ledd seg skakka av Fleksnes, og både store og små kjenner fredagsfølelsen krible hvis du sier ordet gullrekka. Ahas internasjonale gjennombrudd I 1985 satte Norge på det populærkulturelle verdenskartet, og sjelden har det vel svingt mer I norske stuer enn da Bobby Sox vant Eurovision-finalen samme år. Men den kanskje mest særnorske populærkulturtrenden står I sterk kontrast til MGPs glitter og glam. I 2009 dukket opp en 7 timer og 16 minutter lang TV-suksess, som banet vei for det nye konseptet sakte-TV. Suksesser som Hurtigruten minutt for minutt og Nasjonal strikkekveld gjorde sakte-TV til årets nyord I 2013. og satte nok en gang Norge på verdenskartet.
In this week's first team competition, we have combined two of the most popular slow TV concepts in Norway. The first and original Bergensbanen Minute by Minute, and the very popular National Knitting Night. This means that each and every one of you will have to knit during the entire train ride.
It's slow TV, so then you just use it to watch?
I'm kind of confused about the slow TV concept. I am, definitely confused about it.
But I didn't really know that that was a thing. I never knew that that was actually a thing.
I'm just... I was wondering if I could, see one, because I'm having a hard time grasping the concept.
I think it's personally hilarious, the whole idea of watching a boat or watching people knit.
If your goal is to fall asleep or relax, maybe.
But wouldn't it take days to watch something that took days to record?
Selv om deltakerne usikre på hva sakte-TV vet de I hvert fall at lagkonkurransen går ut på å strikke det lengste skjerfet I løpet av togturen.
My relaxing train ride has just died. That idea is not going to happen. It's gone out the window.
Det røde laget består denne uka av Tess, Kelsey, Kwanzakari og David. Mens det blå laget består av Jake, Adam, Taylor og Scott. Hannah vant forrige uke Spirit Award. Dermed kan hun ta det med ro og nyte hele togturen til Bergen.
I was okay not knitting. I mean, I don't know how to knit, so I don't know how much of a help I would have been to the team.
Og siden ingen av deltakerne erfarne strikkere, skal de få hjelp av de to ekspertene Toril og Tove.
I think we all thought we get to relax and enjoy everything the whole time. So when we were handed the wool and two old ladies, it was not a happy moment knowing we were not going to be seeing the countryside.
Okay, how does everything look? It does. I knit before, which sounds crazy, but it's something that I actually know how to do a little bit. So for me, I felt, all right, great, this will give my team the edge. Unfortunately, no one in my team has knit before.
Hold the thread inside your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, and this is okay like this or the other way? Yes.
This way.
I didn't think that David was having a very good time. I think that he was really looking forward to a relaxing train ride. That meant he was relaxing all the way.
It's a little hard when you're training by some of the most beautiful scenery in the entire universe, and you're supposed to be focused on, okay, I can knit. Oh, look at that waterfall out there. Oh no, I gotta knit. So I think it's kind of cruel to make us do this, but it's also fun.
Thank you for being so patient with us.
Etter noen timer med opplæring tiden kommet for at lagene må klare seg selv.
And a good trip to Bergen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I
really appreciate you.
Yes.
Coffee's not bad. So this is the area my family, the Ingen family came from, I guess. Here in the middle of the country. It's awesome. The people watching us, who am I to judge taste, really? Okay, if they want to watch me knit for 8 hours, it's nobody's business but theirs. I can guarantee you, though, if they're going to watch me knit for 8 hours, they are going to have some sort of a mental breakdown and frustration in seeing me try to do things. They're going to want to reach the screen and do it for me and out of frustration.
Etter flere timer med fingergymnastikk får begge lag ta seg en liten pause fra konkurransen for å få seg en matbit.
Hvordan de det?
Hello. Hey.
We got salmon and bread and...
Train food in America is not that great. The train food we got was terrific. It really was. It was so delicious.
She brought solos. We had some salmon, some chicken and more salmon. And no, lunch was actually very good. I didn't expect that from a train.
To knitting, to dining cars, to Norway, to the color green skull.
When we got into the western part, when the snow started to disappear and it started getting really green, I knew we were coming close to Bergen.
Yeah, that's okay, because I was sitting there knitting, and I was enjoying how peaceful it is and tranquil and enjoying that, and all of a sudden it dawned on me. We could lose by a millimeter. We could lose by a half a millimeter.
Tess was like, guys, how does it make you feel to know that we could lose by like an inch or a centimeter? And then I was like knitting as fast as I could and internally thinking we could lose by a centimeter or an inch. I just did as many as I could because I really didn't want to go sent home because I couldn't knit a scarf faster than anyone else.
It was really important to me that we did really well and knitted as fast as we could humanly possibly knit.
Hi. Welcome to Bergen. Adam, how's the train ride?
I don't know. My head was down the whole time. I was knitting.
And how was that?
Terrible.
Anyways, guys, both teams really put their best effort into the knitting challenge during the train ride.
Last week, I was so close to going home, and I was really nervous. I was concerned that maybe the other team, in 6 hours, who knows?
4 people knitting for 7 hours each totals 28 hours. Are you ready for the results?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am shocked by the results. Really, all of us, I think, were like, oh, we'll do pretty good. No, we did not. That's okay.
Congratulations, Team Red!
I'm super pumped up, man. That was intense. It was great. Whew.
You are the knitting champions, and you will get an advantage in the next team competition.
You can relax maybe a little, but you really can't. Because last week, in the last week's competition, we didn't have the advantage. The team I was on didn't have it, and we came back and won it. So it means nothing, except maybe just a little bit of an edge, that's all.
Now, guys, what do you think about this?
I think our scarf has a lot of character, but it came up a little short. So.
Adam, what is this?
It's for your ear. So it's a...
Can I try?
Yeah, you go right ahead. Exactly. That's very nice. Ours is going to get used more. I mean, at least I could tie a loop here and make it a Christmas ornament or something, but yeah, it's No, it's not sad to look at. It's actually quite funny to look at. I'm terrible at this.
Guys, now I think you deserve to relax with a nice meal. Hannah, as you know, your great-great-grandfather traded fish from Lofoten here in Bergen. So I was thinking that you, Jake, and Tess can go and fetch tonight's dinner at the local fish market here in the city.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, for sure.
All right? The rest of you can go and find the place you're staying for the night. God fornøjelse. See you tomorrow.
Let's go get some fish. Yes. Fish? Okay, great. Let's go follow those men. Let's go. I've seen these in postcards, but I've never, I don't know, I didn't realize how stunning it was going to be in person.
I know. Look at just like how the row houses, like how, it's crazy. They must be so old. Those houses were so gorgeous and they were so eclectic and so different. I loved it.
Mens Hannah, Jake og Tess jakter på fisk, de andre på vei til ukas overnattingssted.
There's so many stairs.
Every day, climbing these steps.
It's beautiful. Brand new house. We're staying here this week.
Nice.
The view from the house is amazing. I could just sit up there and just stare out there all day. It's stunning.
Wow. Oh my word. Super modern.
Very nice. This house is terrific. This is like, I feel like one of the, like I'm in some kind of futuristic sort of, you know, television show or house or whatever, where you press a button and everything rises up and out, you know, out of deals.
They've got like all the fanciest modern appliances. There's tons of buttons going on.
The most exciting thing for me was sitting on the toilet and realizing the fan went on as I sat there. It was a little disconcerting initially, but you know, but yeah, it's got all more bells and whistles than you can imagine.
Some musical instruments in our new pad. What do you guys think this means for the week?
Hopefully, music of some sort, because I don't want to farm anything this week.
Walking in and seeing the instruments right there at the back, with it being a musical theme, who knows what we're going to be doing, but chances are we're going to have an audience.
Can we play something that we all know?
Yeah. Give me something to go off of. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. Very nice. And I'll be okay. No, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll sip on down to my own oasis. So I got friends in low places.
What's that?
Oh, what is
whale meat.
Oh, it's whale meat.
We need to try that.
Whales are my favorite animal. They are the most beautiful creatures on this earth.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look, there's whales! You guys, there's whales! Look, you guys are right there! Oh my gosh!
They have more emotional intelligence than humans. And they sing songs and are ancient and can communicate with each other across hundreds of miles, thousands of miles. And I think it's really sad that whaling is like a sport or a thing. But I mean, it was good.
Is it okay that I like it? I really like it.
It is really good. Rumvesens.
Did you try the king crab?
No.
You want to try some?
Yes.
Cool. That is fresh and beautiful.
That is amazing. Walking through the fish market and getting to experience that was just so much fun. Let's go check that place out right there.
Skål.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I think we should get some fish here.
Yeah.
One torch.
Hey guys! What? You guys have like a band going on or what's happening?
We got some things.
That is
Jakob.
one.
We got it right here. Oh my God, look at the size of this fish.
What kind of fish is it?
Torsk.
It's cod.
Is that big?
It's like we're back in Lofoten, you guys.
Well, what do we do? Do we walk it or do we cook it? What is this thing? You know, it was just huge.
I didn't know what to think. I was excited for it, but it was such a floppy, mushy, headless fish that I didn't know how our cooks were gonna do in preparing it.
It's just dragging the knife over and over again.
Can I try?
Yeah, of course. Please do.
I'm really proud of everyone preparing the vegetables and the fish and making a really good dinner out of it. This cod is just caught this morning.
Etter pausen fortsetter deltakerne utforskingen av norsk populærkultur.
This is so cool!
Og amerikanerne blir invitert på en ekte Eurovision-fest.
Azerbaijan? I've never heard of Azerbaijan.
Ni norske amerikanere utforsker moderlandets populærkultur. Og før pausen så vi at det røde laget vant strikkekonkurransen på Bergensbanen.
Really, all of us, I think we're like, oh, we'll do pretty good. No, we did not.
This is beautiful.
It really is.
Every morning should start like this. I've decided we're living here. We can hide, and the people who are here won't know that we're here. Bergen is the kind of place where I would want to live. If I were a writer and I would do some creative writing, I would just sit in a coffee shop with my pen and pad and be able to write for hours here. It just has that kind of ambiance.
All of a sudden music started playing and I was like, what's going on? Dance party?
I will listen to this song when I get back to America. It's so fun, it's catchy, I can run to it if I'm in a bad mood, go for a walk, let us sing it.
I think we're gonna do something with rock and roll today, guys. Or with music. Yeah. Or both. I wonder if it's like 1950s. What if we have to write songs?
You just heard the famous song La det svinge, or Let it swing, performed by the Norwegian group Bobby Socks at the Eurovision Song Contest in 1985, exactly 30 years ago. This was the first time Norway won the international finals, and all of Norway went crazy. So in the next team competition, you will sing and perform La det svinge with your team in front of a Norwegian audience. Now go find your inner Eurovision artists.
This is just great. The idea of going from this very kind of quiet, almost zen state of knitting as we train slow through the wilderness of Norway, and now we're doing, oh yeah, we're gonna be pop stars, or in our own minds anyway. This would be us. Look at them. Oh!
We have to dance 80s style, guys.
And we also have to hear what they're saying. They're beautiful.
They really are called Bobby Socks.
Bobby Socks implies kind of, the whole doo-wop thing, which the song kind of sounds like. I don't have a poodle skirt to wear, unfortunately, like they had back then.
Their advantage is they actually have two checks.
You got me.
Yeah, that's you right there.
I don't think the other team needed the knitting advantage to be ahead of us on this one, but we have a good spirit behind us, and I think we're ready to go out there and show the world how terrible we can sound all at once.
All right. Let us swing it, let it rock and roll. Let us swing it to the mist and all control. Oh.
Sing it on a rock and roll. I think our team is great. Everyone's trying. That's the thing. No one's backing away and saying, "Oh, I can't do that," or "I can't do this." Everyone's going, "Well, I can do this part, and I can try this." I think it's fun. It's good to work with that kind of energy.
Honestly, I don't knit. I don't sing.
Oh, I'm not big on social graces.
I don't dance. I'm gonna have to really put it together to help my team out through this one.
I den andre konkurransen skal lagene fremføre La det svinge foran et bergenspublikum. Etter at begge har sunget låta, vil publikummet stemme på det laget de likte best. De skal I tillegg til å synge få hjelp til å kle seg opp I typiske Grand Prix-kostymer.
This is so cool!
You are having a really good time. Look at this collar. I could fly.
I love being pampered. I love when other people do my makeup, so I'm really excited. I feel like we're going to be more in the zone now that we have the whole look.
I think he should take his undershirt off.
There's enough sex appeal here with the hair and the glitter that I won't even need that.
I felt that any advantage I can get to look masculine, especially with a deep voice, was just going to help my cause and demeanor. I figured coming in looking like a zoot suit, might as well, you know, flash it all.
Am I also going naked here?
Yes, you are. You're going to win the contest if you do.
Oh my.
You have the chest hair, right?
I did not decide to take off my shirt. My team decided to take off my shirt. And I had to comply to make them feel good. You know, you want everyone on the same page for companionship. Oh, this is terrible. I am so far outside of my comfort zone that I'm not really sure on myself right now anyway. But a lot of the other guys are outside theirs too. And it's nice to have people sharing the same experiences. Howdy, I'm Adam Talk. I'm a Norwegian American from Champaign, Illinois. But I live here in Chicago. Chicago's a really big city full of opportunity. I came here to model, but it just wasn't for me. I have a lot more to offer than just a face. I'm very introverted. I don't like groups of people, but if Norwegians are anything like me, I'll be completely fine being surrounded by thousands of them. But Americans can be loud, obnoxious, and careless people. I grew up in the country where the closest neighbor was about a half a mile away.
Thank you. Welcome.
Family means everything to me. Hey, Mom, Pop. We're very close.
Hey, Emmo. Good to see you back.
Every chance we get together because we love each other. It's great whenever we are together.
This is your grandmother.
We all have a chili bowl haircut.
Must be a Scandinavian thing.
My Norwegian heritage stems from my dad's mother. She came over to the U.S. when she was about 6.
I hope that one of the things that you don't have to do is to eat lutefisk.
The only traditions I think my grandma brought from Norway was lutefisk that she would make every Christmas. And my dad hated it, so I have never had it. Lutefisk is some kind of fish that's in water at some point. Well, because it's fish, but then I think it regains itself in water. I don't know what lutefisk is.
Skål!
Skål!
Apart from lutefisk, I don't have any or know of any traditions of Norwegian culture. And that's the main reason I'm going to Norway, to learn the lifestyles and the roots that are somewhere in my blood. But I would like to bring a lot back to the country to prove that I am Norwegian instead of just saying that I'm Norwegian. Norway, I'm coming for you. I don't know anything about you yet, but I plan to. So we'll see you there.
Tilbake I Bergen det like før rødt lag skal på scenen for å fremføre La det svinge.
There are people here to see us. There are people here to listen to us sing.
Fans, you guys, fans. And they're going to admire our outfits.
This is the world
I'm admiring all of yours.
It's the world debut of Rock and Red, you know?
Hey, should we put it in? 1, 2, 3. Rock and Red!
Første lag opp på scenen, det det røde laget. Ta vel imot Kelsey, Tess, Kwansakari og David!
band was great to have behind us singing. That's something I have never done before. And the audience out there is loving it and wanting us to have a good time. So it was like you can't lose here.
This was definitely nothing that I've ever done before, ever. I definitely got the sense that I was out there like entertaining a bunch of people, and they were just like very energetic, and they were giving us energy, and it was just a blast.
Oh my gosh, that is so, it's like invigorating, it's exhilarating. I feel like I came alive on the stage. Everything happened so fast, but it was the time of my life. I was saying my line, "Hör du hjärtan," or something like that, and this guy, I just looked at this guy and he was just like, maybe did I say whore? Did I say like a really bad word in Norwegian? I think that might have happened.
The Pink and Green Queen has arrived. This is the most important thing he has ever done. It was so much fun out there. The audience seemed to like it. I've gotten several autographs since I left the stage, and a few people want to know who my tailor is, but I really have to keep it a secret, otherwise everyone would try to, copy this. I won't have it.
Da det på tide å få inn neste gruppe, som det blå laget.
Yeah, I can hear the audience right now, and I'm hearing so many voices. They sound excited. Apparently you must have promised them like Everclear or Pearl Jam or some great band was here. Man, I can't wait to see their faces when we walk out.
We're not good, so make sure that we're just
Let's
great
have
entertainers.
fun. Big smiles. Let's just love this whole time. All right. Give 'em a shot.
My life. I'm a boat mechanic, not a singer.
I am not as confident as I would like to be, just because I feel like I personally struggled with some of the words in the lyrics.
Bobby Sox would be thoroughly entertained if they saw our performance, and it's hard to hear yourself on stage sometimes. We try to do it justice, and hopefully they think so too.
I think we definitely got the feedback we wanted. One of the dance moves we threw in was a little bit of a pelvis thrust. We played on sex a little bit, and it was a little bit of cheating, but you know, you gotta use what you have.
You're a do-it-your-taste slow or slow. Or slow.
It was fun. It was a blast. We couldn't hear our voices, which probably helped a little bit more, but the reaction from the crowd, the clapping, I loved the whole thing.
Nå det opp til Bergenspublikummet å bestemme hvilket av lagene som var best.
It's going to be tough, but, you know, we were entertaining, and the idea is to entertain the audience.
Siden rødt lag vant strikkekonkurransen, har de allerede 2 stemmers forsprang.
I think our chances are very high. They have a little bit of an advantage stepping into it, and they're probably going to need it on this one because the smiles that I saw when we left were phenomenal.
Whether we're going to beat Team Blue, I don't know, but I know we did a good job because we had fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the results. Only 1 vote separated the 2 teams.
Oh, come on. What is this? Is this, you know, bad and giving me a case of the nerves? What is this?
One of the teams got 43 votes. The other team got 44.
Like, it's so hard to be like calm when it's like 1 point. What's gonna happen?
The winners of the Eurovision Alt for Norge edition 2015 is Team Red!
If there was no advantage in this competition, I think we would have won that performance, but we didn't. So I guess that's the thing that matters most is we're in an individual challenge now, so we've got a lot of work to do ahead of us.
While I was on stage, I felt complete shock. I was like, red team. Oh, red team! So, yeah, I'm on the red team. And we won.
The pink and green queen is now leaving the building.
Siden den internasjonale finalen vises samme kveld som Alt for Norges sangkonkurranse, vinnerlaget invitert på en ekte Eurovision-fest.
Welcome, just follow the lights.
Okay. Just that.
Ooh, the lights. Crafting, Nabo, Marcel.
Hi, hi. Welcome. Oh, you don't have a bow.
Oh, yeah.
Have to have a bow.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi. I loved you in the competition. You should also have a bow.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
And also a bow.
Okay.
You have to have one when it's Eurovision Song Contest.
Okay. Party's fun. Drinking some pink champagne with my pink boa. Yeah. Nothing but a party. Nothing but a party, baby.
It's really interesting to see all of the different countries. There's some countries that is just extremely cheesy. Like really, really cheesy. And it's like, what are you doing and why?
What a fabulous costume.
Jealousy.
Yeah,
Jealousy. I know you're jealous. It took me hours to put this together. This is completely consistent with everything I've known about Norwegians. Look at them. They're sitting in there. They're not saying a word. They're just, you know, not having fun. They're discussing oatmeal. I mean, this could not be more, you know, dull. No, this does not fit. My grandma probably is spinning in her grave right now at about 3,000 revolutions per second.
She's turning around.
So it's just, this is great. Now, this is my kind of Norway. I like this. This is good.
Been quite like I expected about Norway, and I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I would have be covered in sequins and have a pink feather boa and be rating music artists from all over Europe.
Some of the countries, yeah, I haven't even heard of them. Azerbaijan?
I've never heard of Azerbaijan. If someone on the street was talking to me and they said something about Azerbaijan, I might think that it was like a clothing line that sold only pajamas.
Who's your favorite? Australia?
Sweden.
Sweden. It's just because he's cute. Yes.
Etter pausen får Kelsey besøke familiegården sin.
There's a hope chest with my name on it.
Og taperlaget må finne ut så mye de kan om norske kjendiser.
Do you know who this is?
Bjarne de Brandbu. And what is he known for?
Rumpa mi.
My butt?
Yeah.
Før pausen så vi at lagene fremførte La det svinge.
The winners, Team Red!
Det blå laget tappte og skal ut i en individuell konkurranse.
If there was no advantage in this competition, I think we might have won that performance.
Men før den tid har Kelsey reist lenger nord på Vestlandet til Averøy i Møre og Romsdal. Her søker hun flere svar om slekten sin på gården Tungset.
Oh, look at this bridge. Coming to this farm and walking up this driveway felt oddly familiar. It felt like a homecoming. Is that my name? There's a hope chest with my name on it. Wow. How old is this? Oh my gosh. This place is legendary in my heart and in my mind. I have imagined what this farm looks like my whole life. The Tungset farm. I'm here. Dear Kelsey, welcome to Tungset Farm, the place where your family name originates. The newlywed couple, Jacob Estensen Seider and Merit Torey's daughter, Noren, settled here in the coastal municipality Averøy, where you are now. In 1818, Mary gave birth to a little baby girl, your 3 times great-grandmother, Torey. After a few years, their poverty forced Mary and Jacob to make a desperate decision. To give away, or more likely sell, their 2-year-old daughter to another couple in hope of a better life for the child. Then they moved again. Man, I think it is so cool that adoption is in my family. I think it really resonates with me to feel like abandoned sometimes. Her new parents were Knut Anderson and Gunhild Frensdotter, who lived here at Tungset. They had lost their only son from chickenpox 10 years earlier and were glad to welcome a child to the farm. Tori was treated well. When she married your 3 times great-grandfather Paul in 1838, they inherited the farm and took its name as their own. An inheritance of a farm is, jeez. Everything surrounding Tori's story is spectacular. When I first read that her parents needed to give her away or possibly sell her, I can't imagine what was running through their minds. It's heartbreaking. Paul and Tori raised 7 children here at Tungset. Among them, your great-great-grandfather Peter Olafs, who was born here in 1853. Then came 1893, the year that changed the family's life forever. Your great-great-grandfather Peter Olaus left for the land of opportunities alone. He never returned. Peter Olaus and his family have several hundred biological relatives in Norway. That means you have a big Norwegian family. And many of them still live here in Averøy. Several hundred. I knew that I needed healing in my life from some of the trauma that I've gone through, and I have cried so much while I've been in Norway, and there's been tears of joy, and there's been tears that have released pain that comes from really deep places, and sometimes I feel like I don't know where I fit, and knowing that I have a big Norwegian family, man, it makes my heart want to explode. Just knowing that I'm not alone, knowing that my siblings and I share in the inheritance of my forefathers. It reminds me that I fit here with them.
Tilbake i regntunge Bergen venter deltakerne spent på å få vite hva ukens individuelle konkurranse går ut på.
Hi everybody. Hi. How are you doing? Good. And I see that you're looking at Norwegian celebrities.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm reading about you.
Yeah, that's me. Interesting.
I really like your jacket. I want it, actually.
You can have it if you want to.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
A huge part of every popular culture is the phenomenon called celebrities.
Norsk populærkultur har gitt oss mange kjente fjes. Den første store rikskjendisen vår var NRKs Rolf Kirkvaag, som samlet hele landet foran radio- og TV-apparatene. I dag har underholdningsindustrien vokst så mye at det kan være vanskelig å huske hvem alle de norske kjendisene er. Men heldigvis kom derfor det nyttige oppslagsverket Norsk kjendisleksikon ut i 2007, med en grundig katalogisering av mer enn 700 kjendiser. Av og til sørger kjendisjournalistene for at kjendiser får masse oppmerksomhet for helt andre ting enn det de egentlig driver med. Og når livets opp- og nedturer trykkes på glanset papir, ja, da gløder kjendisbarometeret. Derfor har vi nordmenn ofte stålkontroll på hva kjendisene våre er berømte for, både privat og profesjonelt. Og nå er det amerikanernes tur til å lære seg kjendisfakta i ukens individuelle konkurranse. Deltakerne får utlevert bilder av kjendisene som de må ha kunnskap om i en quiz. De får maksimalt 40 minutter på seg til å spørre folk på gata om kjendislivet.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Set, go!
Tiden de bruker på å gjøre research avgjør quizens rekkefølge. Den som bruker kortest tid får svare først.
Oh, absolutely, I'm nervous. Say, for example, the second person decides to take twice as long, and yet that gets them on second. They're going to get twice as much information as me, especially if they have luck.
Unchill? Yeah? Question, guys, do you guys speak English? My strategy is I'm going to try and focus not on too many individuals, maybe 3 max, and try and get as much information out of them as possible. But if they don't know anything, quickly move on to somebody else. Do you know who this is?
Shabana. Yeah. She's a comedian.
Okay.
Most famous for lifting Mulla Krekar.
You know who this is?
Aqualena.
Oh, Aqua the band.
Yeah.
I know that one, the Barbie girl one.
Yeah. He won the first Idol, and he, I think he also built a cabin that looked like a guitar.
Do you really like gossip magazines?
No.
You seem to know all these people.
Yeah, no, because these are really famous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was incredibly lucky to find my first person I asked. She knew everybody on there. So hopefully she was not lying to me on every one of these and is in cahoots with somebody else around here.
Men ikke alle er like heldige med sin research.
Do you know much about Norwegian pop culture, like singers and actresses and actors?
I'm from America, so I have no idea.
All right, thanks. Thanks anyway. Excuse me. Are you?
No, I'm not Norwegian. No.
Okay, no.
English.
Thanks. I wasted a lot of time in the streets looking for native Norwegians, and this is a tourist city. So I wasted a bunch of time trying to find Norwegians. I probably should have stayed here in the center.
Heldigvis ordner det seg også for Jake.
Could I bother you for just a second? Do you know who that is?
Oh, who's that again? Jan Teigen.
Yeah! Jan Teigen?
Yes.
Is he a comedian or something?
He's a singer. One time he had
Skeletons.
Clothes on him.
Skeletons. This is Ari Ben.
Ari Ben?
Oh, is he the poet? Yeah. Yes, I knew that.
He's the poet. Married to Princess. I knew that shit.
Janne de Brandbu. And what is he known for?
Rumpa mi.
My butt?
Yeah.
How about this man?
I have no idea.
Is this another singer? You don't know his name?
Christian Wahl.
He shot in the mirror in his own bathroom.
Gotta find out who the cowboy is.
Siv Jensen. She's a politician.
Oh, she's the one not a lot of people like her?
And she also wore the dress with a lipstick on.
You know what? Taking my chances. I'm done. I'm gonna pull the clock.
Etter den intense spørrerunden er over, er tiden kommet for en kjendisquiz. Deltakerne får først nå vite hvem som brukte minst tid på research, og dermed får svare først.
When I noticed that Adam was already there before I showed up, I was shocked. Apparently he dove out even quicker, or maybe he had someone right out the door that gave him all the answers, and he didn't have to struggle so much.
Den tredje deltakeren som får svare er Taylor. Etterfulgt av sistemann, Jake. På tavlen henger det 12 bilder som representerer noe kjendisene er kjent for. Oppgaven er å velge riktig kjendis til et bilde på tavlen. De som først får 3 poeng er sikret fra hjemreise.
Adam, you came in first from the research, so you'll get to start.
I was very excited that I was going to have the opportunity to go first, because that meant if I had all the right answers, then I wouldn't have to worry about elimination. That meant a lot and put me in a good confidence mode.
That is correct. Scott,
Yeah?
it's your turn.
All right.
Man, seeing the 4 contestants today was really nerve-wracking. We didn't know anything about the pictures that were on the board, so we could just hope that they were confident when they put a picture up next to the object.
Well done, all of you. Now it's Adam's turn again.
When the other team members were picking just as easily as I was, it started getting a little worrisome. I hoped that somebody would trip at some point, but it didn't happen as I hoped it would. And had it happened, I would have had a little more confidence going into the rest of the game, but everyone was kind of on the same level and answering them correctly. So it was, I was still hoping my tactic would work out in the end.
When I got 2 of the answers right, I felt very confident, and I had it set in my mind that the next question I was also going to get right, and I would be safe.
Jake, it's your turn.
At first, I looked at the board and I couldn't really make out a lot of the pictures. I don't know why, I think it was maybe nerves. Sorry. But I kept examining it, and then the images started to come together with the people, and I started matching faces to images, and I felt good at that point.
Very well done, guys. You all got 2 points, and the first person to reach 3 points is safe. Adam.
Out of the fewer tiles left on the table, the one that stood out to me was the woman dressed in the business suit. And I remembered from the research that she was in the political world, and so I knew that she would fit exactly where I thought she was going, onto the Parliament building I saw.
Adam, that was unfortunately not correct.
Suddenly, she popped right back off the board, and I stared at it, thinking something wrong had happened, like the peg had been faulty and split in half, and I just wanted to tell Henrietta she was wrong. But I was so sure I was right, and I was wrong.
Right when Adam got it wrong, I knew I had to get it right for coming up. It was just too many odds on the table. Of course, I wanted him to get one right, so it would take one off the board for me, too. But he just got one of my, the one that I assumed, wrong.
Oh, dear.
It was really hard to say. It was just guesswork, so it was hard for me to even be confident for any decision I was making. I might as well close my eyes and thrown it.
Oh, bummer.
That was unfortunately not correct, Scott.
Yeah. I knew she was an artist, and I just figured that would have been her kind of attire. So again, a shot in the dark, just trying to associate what I assumed, and apparently my assumptions were backwards.
It was a great feeling. As bad as it is for him, it was great for me, because that means I got another shot at it.
Taylor, if you manage this one, you are safe.
When Scott got his answer wrong, I was very, very confident, just because the process of elimination also helped with everything, so I did feel more confident after that.
Taylor, congratulations, you're safe.
Nice job.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. It felt really good to get the final answer right. I was nervous because you never know. I mean, in my mind, I might have been set on something, but I could have been completely wrong. But it feels really, really good to be safe, and I'm very happy that I don't have to go home.
This leaves the 3 boys. And Jake, it's your turn.
Let's see.
Jake, this was the correct answer. You're safe.
Nice job.
Congratulations.
Get back over there.
You know, that relief when your name is called that you're safe, that's, you know, that's unlike anything I've ever experienced before this adventure. So, yeah, that was tremendous weight off my shoulders when I heard my name as safe.
Adam, if you get this one correctly, you're safe. Good luck. It's your turn.
There are only 2 options left on the table, the Ian something guy and then the Gabriella. But I didn't recognize one of the photos on the board, and that was the one that was haunting me during the whole game. But I did remember the skeleton costume.
That was going to be my next shot if I had the opportunity, and he beat me to the punch.
Adam, this was the correct answer, so congratulations. You're safe. And Scott,
Yeah.
you are unfortunately the one that will have to leave us today.
Okay.
I'm really sorry about this.
I'm not. I had a great time.
Getting that one question wrong, I could already feel the wind of the airplane on my face as I was flying back home, but luckily Scott got one wrong and kept me in the race.
Sir? Hey, bye-bye.
See you all soon, all right?
Fun adventuring with you,
Scott, safe travels. It's never good to see any of your close friends go, and that's what we are. I think all of us are pretty close, so seeing Scott leave, you know, it's hard.
It's a good site to leave on. Finally stopped raining. The worst part is a lot of unanswered questions I have about my heritage. You know, the two primary goals I had stepping into this is to understand what it means to have Norwegian blood, and the other was to know my family. I got a good feeling on the first one, so the glass is still half full.
Heldigvis får Scott mulighet til å fylle på glasset ved hjelp av sin slektsbok, som inneholder informasjon om hans norske familie.
And there it is, all the numbers. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I got everything now. Of course, it's going to be sad to leave the others. These are really good people. We're all here for the same dream. And for one of us, that dream's going to come true. It's just not going to be mine this time.
For de gjenværende deltakerne det én ting som gjenstår før eventyret kan fortsette.
This week, the Norwegian Spirit Award goes to someone who, in spite of his introversion, stepped out of his shell and performed La de Swinge in front of a live audience. A polite, kind and caring person who shares the same name as the first person on Earth.
Thank you.
Adam, so deserving.
Next week, you're safe from elimination.
I was very, very, very happy to get it just as I was so close to being eliminated. So it meant a lot to finally get it right now.
Where do you guys think we're going? What's happening now?
Fjords.
The fjords?
Hopefully the fjords. Nice.
We can only speculate.
Yes.
Yes, we can only speculate.
This is, without question, the best thing I've ever done in my life. I haven't ever had anything even close to this experience. So, this is the defining adventure of my life.
Neste uke drar amerikanerne til Voss for å lære mer om det norske lokalsamfunnet.
So we wandered down the mountain and we came to a farm. And then all of a sudden, Henrietta proceeds to pull out a sheep head. What the fuck?